Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is. That straight kingdom talk, baby. You know how I'ma do it. Right. And I ain't going nowhere. 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 So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Watch me hit him with this 1-2 knockout KO. This time it's all or nothing, and I ain't playing around. They tried to overlook me cause I wasn't in the in crowd. Well, I'm back at it, so you know what's going down. And I'm all up in their face, so they gotta see me now with that raw lunch.
Yo, what is good, everybody? How y'all doing? Was that a little choppy for y'all, or is it just me? It seems
sometimes it looks choppy to me. Sometimes it's way out of sync. A couple of times on the last few streams, I didn't see the video at all. I just heard the audio.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, here it is. It's a glorious Friday. The Clapback Kid is finally back to 5-Star Fridays because I've missed like a whole month. It's been a wild ride. And we got a special guest today with Macho Fish. Macho Fish, what's good?
What's up, brother? It's good to see ya. I've been doing promotional videos all freaking day, pitching the new Kickstarter that you can go to at GoMrFish.com. Check it out. Launches May 1st, brother. And my freaking throat is sore as hell.
I always wondered about Macho, man. Like, bro, he must have had like just the cough drops in the halls and the honey on deck because like
eventually you can like break your vocal cords and it will start to sound like that all the time. Like my step nephew or whatever was a drill sergeant and he ended up breaking his, and now his voice is like this all the time. It's crazy.
That's rough. That's rough.
Rough.
And we have the wonderful, amazing, super talented guy, Ryan, the originator. How are you, Ryan?
It's a good Friday. It's a very good Friday.
It's a good Friday. It is a good Friday. I feel good.
No,
what up?
No, my back is killing me. It's a good Friday today.
It's from carrying this show.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Shut up, both of y'all. Two of you quiet. Two of you quiet.
But Tony gone, all the sex appeal fell on Ryan, and you know what are you gonna do? He had to shoulder the load.
Yep. As you can see, we are fearless. We're not fearless, but we are fearless tonight. Fee had some other obligations. I swear one day the four of us will be reunited on a show because it's been like 2 months since we've all been on a show. But we're gonna get there eventually.
When our powers combine.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Captain Fivestar.
But it's not probably gonna be next weekend. Why is it not gonna be next weekend?
Ryan won't be here.
Yeah, Fishy won't be here either because Fishy's headed to Chicago.
Yep. And Ryan's headed to Atlanta.
And I think Fee is heading to Atlanta also
as well.
I'm really disappointed because I was really looking forward to being at Urban NerdCon, and I was really looking forward to get to hang out with Ryan and everybody. But then we got into the finals on the H.E.R.O.I.C Awards, and they invited me out to the awards event in Chicago, and they made me an offer I couldn't pass up, so I had to go check it out. You know,
I feel that. I mean, hey. You gotta go where business makes sense, and when you Mr. Fish out here making fish moves, you gotta swim upstream. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. As a wise man once said, "If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense." And I gotta go where the attention and the money is. I get to stick award nominated on my books from here on out. Don't think I ain't gonna play that to freaking death, man. I'm gonna put that in everything.
For sure, you got to. I was nominated. 5-Star 2 was nominated for an award also.
Sure was.
Didn't quite make it. That's okay though. We did make it to a few rounds, and I'm grateful for that. It's nice to see people I rock with, people that I work with, get the kudos that they deserve. So I was glad to see you on there, Fish, because you've been working hard. Zero event for the colorist. Shout outs to Veronica because she always lays it down. I'm glad she's up there. So yeah, we can just hop right into it. Since Fish has got it.
Oh yeah, like for best colors, we got Scout Comics for E-Junkie, we got Puppet Theater for IRA, Freestyle Comics for Zero Event, Mr. Fish Comics for The Mighty Call, which is freaking nuts because I still don't even think of myself as a colorist, and Scout Comics Traveler's Guide to Florida, Lone Wolf Comics Snowpaw. They put out amazing books and a lot of work. Scout Comics put out like 100-something books last year. So
That's
being
insane.
in the same categories with
That's
them is
that's insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Best letterer, they got Page One Comics for Blowtorch, Scout Comics again for Keepers of the Cosmos, Constant Hustle Comics, Avery the Astonishing, Scout Comics again, Trakavi, Silverline Comics, The Obsoletes. Henri Compton got in there for War Lion, which is awesome.
Let's go, War Lion.
Man, that's part of what I want to go to C2E2. I want to just watch Henri sell books. I just want to kick back and like videotape what this dude does so I can try and replicate it. Because man, flat slams.
Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine. My only gripe with the Letterer Award, and trust me, I'm not taking away from any talent that's on there.
I concur with you, Tony.
My man Danny Cooper,
as he coops
in that Zero event, he did some amazing lettering in that Zero event, and I would have liked to see his name up there. That's it.
But yeah, our buddy Eric was in the nominations as well, and it hurt my heart that he didn't make it into the finals. But lettering's one of those tough categories, and they're actually talking about maybe splitting it into several subcategories next year because like the best lettering goes unnoticed. So like, I'm really curious to find out what the criteria were that they were judging on.
Yeah. And like I said, hey, I'm 100% sure there's some amazing talent right there, not taking it away. I just know that I know there's some people that if there was more on the list, they should be up there.
Here's another one that I got nominated in that is amazing to make it to the finals with these guys for best story. There was like 70 different books that got nominated for best story, and they honed it down to 10 finalists. They got Packins Presents Titan Mouse of Might, Benili Books, Sassone, Mr. Fish Comics for Green Zone, Timberwolf Entertainment, The Few and the Cursed, Page One Comics Blowtorch, Lone Wolf Comics for Snowpaw again, Diebold Comics for Alma, Kingdom Comics for Roseville, Atlantis Studios for Hidden Star, Second Sight Publishing for Evil Lives. And because I got nominated for 2 different awards into the finals, I also got in Publisher of the Year, which is insane. I mean, I'm one dude, and then you've got people like Scout Comics that are organizations that are putting out, a couple hundred books in a year.
Lonzo on there as well. Concrete Comics.
Exactly. Concrete Comics out there. Atlantis Studios, Timberwolf. A lot of impressive places out there. I'm really excited to get to go hang out with some of these guys in person, get to meet a lot of friends for the first time, that we've only been friends online up until now. I'm super stoked to get to go out there. Really, really looking forward to it. Oops, I'm on the wrong.
Yeah, and you should be, man. Kudos to you. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun time. A lot of people going out there. That's not the only con that's taking place this weekend because my buddy Ryan and Fee are going to be at one, and I could have went, but I got a little show of my own coming up.
Oh yeah.
So Ryan, you go ahead and tell what you got going on
next week. week, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Also, I will also be with Kay as well. We are attending the second annual Urban Nerd Con, April
Yeah.
26th through the 28th. I'm really excited for the show. I think it's
Yeah.
it's grown immensely since year one. It was canceled last year, but it's on this year. Really excited for it. We got some incredible guests going to Phil Lamar, Cree Summer. Great.
It
So
is killing me. Phil Lamar's going to be there, and I'm not going to be there.
yeah, we met Phil Lamar at
Especially since,
Galaxy Time.
especially since he did a voiceover to one of your
That-
pages.
Voiceover for 5. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the opportunity.
But it's really, really exciting. FSK will be there. The Art of Ryan Robinson will be there. So it's really, really exciting. I can't wait. What's up, Sarah? So it's going to be a good time. Hopefully to meet some new people there. Get a really feel for it. And get like it's big this time. They really outdid themselves this time. Mike is an ambassador, doing a lot for the show as well. So it should be an incredible, incredible show. I'm looking forward to it. Dana's going to be there. I finally get to meet Dana. So, I've never met her.
She's the best.
So
she's cool.
It's
my wife loves her. They play Monopoly online all the time. And I was like, of course you do.
Yeah. So it's going to be a really, really good time. I'm really stoked to see the outcome of it and look at the landscape of it and see who comes. I really just can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll be at Cincinnati Pop Culture Con.
All right.
It's a 1-day con on Saturday. So we're all at cons that weekend, which is cool.
Yeah.
Me and Andy, we got separate tables. The last 2 weekends ago, we split a table for the game con. 2 weeks fast forward, we're both at the same con, but separate tables. So that's exciting. If you're in that area, come.
Tony said he needs an elbow room. Needs some room to work while he's slinging comics.
Tony froze.
Oh man.
Tony,
you can't go making a crack on Tony. Tony will freeze up on you. Make a crack.
Tony froze. He froze.
Tony didn't have a comment. What happened to the big fish, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did happen to the tank, right?
They died.
Oh man.
We lost them.
Man, yeah. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah. We lost them. So
that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
we had them a long time.
We had and he decided to say goodbye.
Yo, is
thanks there.
Is my screen still up there?
Yeah, it's still there. Mm-hmm. Now it's down at the bottom, but I kind of think it's funny.
What's going on? That's weird.
I have no idea. It's just stuck.
StreamYard or Restream's being strange right now. I was gonna say that's why another reason why you're missing some of us on Fridays, because it is con season and con's running Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got to set up on Friday. You're there on Friday, so it'll be hit or miss. With that's why we got 4 members for we can
run shows.
For we can run shows and swap out
until we're all at different cons one weekend.
And that's when you'll get one of those reruns that we've been showing, and that's okay. Just know it's not intentional. It's not that we don't want to be on. It's just we out here making moves. We out here shaking and baking, moving and grooving.
Also, other news. Everybody should be receiving their books.
Oh,
like cool.
That's nasty.
So everybody should be getting their books.
That's what's up.
It's really exciting. They're all going out, so everybody should be enjoying the beauty of it all.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
really having a great time with this next adventure because I am pretty happy about it. So
as
everybody
you
go take a
should.
look.
It's it's amazing to see
Process.
you hold that book
I know, right?
because when you were in the trenches, you were sending me pages daily,
And with some
and
trenches.
for you to be able to hold that book and have it, and it's amazing, you know. So
You
congrats,
getting
Here,
man.
quite the little stack of books there, Ryan.
yeah.
You starting to creep up there into Mr. Fish territory with that stack of books piling up. Got the
I
art
mean,
of Ryan
I like I
Robinson.
like see, I like creating worlds, and when I have an opportunity, it's there. But it's been a real pleasure just working with Moana anyway.
Yep.
Like two peas in a pod, we really think the same when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to create worlds, compositions, characters, all that stuff. I mean, Namaka is one of our new characters. That's fully my creation. And Moana let me run with it. It's like a god figure in this book. So it's really, really fun. And book 4, we're just up in the ante, keep it going. So it's just a crazy time right now. Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing a not safe for work sexy cover coming up. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Um, of Sarah's character, her book. And I got a dope composition for that. So I'm excited to do that.
Okay.
Really got to finish some things and move forward. But yeah, Journey to Ikua is coming to everybody who backed our Kickstarter last
Nice.
November. Books are finally here. And it's crazy that Moana I have produced 2 children's books in 2 years.
For sure. For
So
sure.
that's
For sure. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm glad to see you holding that book.
yeah,
And
me
getting
too.
it's that's always to me is the like the surreal feeling because you take so much time and months working on it back and forth with people, but when you finally get it printed and you're holding it in your hands, because since then you've kind
It's
of like
crazy.
you've moved on and you're working on other stuff because you're waiting on them to get there, so you're still doing your stuff. But then when you get to that and you get to hold them, it's like you remember all the work that's went into it. You remember everything that's went on with it, and it's a nice feeling to hold the books. So that's what's up. I'm actually getting some expecting some Power Company 1 and 2 in
Yeah,
the mail here
yeah.
soon, for I can add those to my table. Uh,
Awesome.
yeah, put some Power Company 1 and 2 on there, and just trying to find ways to beef up my table a little bit. So
Let's
yeah,
all give a shout out and I say happy birthday to the Tony Clap. The Clap had a birthday. We
you
weren't here to
did.
Happy birthday,
celebrate.
man.
Thank
We weren't
you,
here to
thank you.
celebrate, but Clap age. He's a whopping mighty 34. So
34
let,
out here.
let's wish Tony a happy birthday as well.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Did anybody catch the Transformers trailer yesterday?
Oh, yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Initial thoughts.
Okay.
I love you, Sarah.
Initially, I heard on the news first that who was going to be doing the voices, and that what is it,
What's up,
Hemsworth
Carlos?
was
Thanks, bro.
doing the voice for Optimus Prime, and I was pissed. And then I heard that it was for like an animated thing, and I was like, oh, it's probably one of the new shows I'm never going to see. And then I saw the trailer for this, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, damn, I have to go see that. And it kind of breaks my heart, to not have the same voice, but same dude can't do it forever, and it's gotta be allowed to evolve and move on and stuff.
Mm,
It just it breaks my heart because he's been the voice of Optimus Prime for so long. To the point it makes me mad when I hear that voice in older cartoons where he does like very similar voices in older shows. And I'm like, no, that's Optimus.
Yeah. Ain't he doing? He's got a voice. He does something in Invincible right now, right? Isn't he in Invincible season 2? He's the older guy that's like how Alan, like the one that's in charge of Alan, the alien dude. I think he does. I think he is a voice actor.
Oh, it could be. It's
Yeah,
been a minute.
I'm
It's been
pretty
a
sure he
minute
is.
since I watched it.
Chris
Anyway.
Hemsworth has a busy summer. He's in Furiosa, and now he has Transformers 1 coming out in September. He's a very, very busy man. My friend Jason is the lead concept artist on Transformers 1. So he's the one
Nice.
who did all the things you see that basically he made Cybertron. So like, yeah. So shout out to Jason Shear. Incredible work. You should be proud. He was also the lead concept artist on Blue Samurai. So Blue Eyed
Cool.
That's
Samurai
awesome.
on Netflix. If you enjoyed that,
I think
mhm.
for me the trailer looked cool. I think it's a new way for new fans to get in. It's a new way for younger kids to get
Yep.
in.
This
It
is built
definitely
for a new
stacked the
generation.
voice.
Yeah.
They definitely stacked the
Cast.
for sure. And I don't know. So like as far as Transformers go, like I like Transformers, but there is a lot of lore there. There's a lot of different stuff. So it's kind of nice to get like this fresh start where they can kind of
The origin story.
tell the story maybe a little bit different and do things differently. So I did like that.
They got
And that's
3
one of the
Marvel
things
stars,
is-
brother. You got Brian.
I
Tyler
like the
Howard,
lore.
all of it.
So getting to
Scarlet,
see like
Smith.
part of this story from way back there is super cool for me. I'm really excited to see this part before they are who they become later on. Back when they were friends and stuff. Like I'm really excited for that part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a stacked voice cast. It's a stacked voice cast. The only one who sounds like themselves is Scarlet. She still sounds like Scarlet. But
She sounds just like her. Yeah. It was funny. I heard somebody say that Chris Hemsworth, without his accent, sounds like John Cena. I thought that was pretty.
I keep thinking John Cena when I'm trying to think of who did the voice because he does sound a lot like him.
Yeah. So, I'm a fresh start. Let's go. They did the same thing with TMNT. I know some people loved it, some people hated it. I think if it gets kids involved with the franchise, that's what matters.
Win. Yeah.
It's a win. Because then it's just that opportunity to be like, you think that's cool? Maybe you can come check this out, or you can, look at this. And sometimes, kids are like, that's stupid. It's not that, but it's still an opportunity to get young people into some of these franchises. So,
and to think this has been spurring imagination since like the 80s. Like this is a long time this franchise has been going and going strong. Like I can't think of anything that has gone as strong, as long, as full time as Transformers has, because they've only been a couple of years between shows usually, where like G.I. Joe takes big breaks.
No, you're right. They definitely
spurts.
They definitely had Transformers.
Yeah, they're
up
like
there.
Turtles. They've been around for every decade. And Turtles has reinvented themselves 5, 6, 7 times at this point.
I know in the toy community, Transformer collectors. I mean, toy community, huge. Hasbro cranks them out. I'm not into collecting Transformers. I have like 2 Transformers action figures.
Well, you got a house and kids. Like you gotta have money to get some of those things.
And then
with all the
Transformers,
little moving pistons and gears and.
Yeah, who's y'all's favorite Transformer though?
I want to say Jazz because I really like Jazz, but honestly, Mirage was my favorite. I hate Starscream.
Hey, Jazz is
such a whiny bitch. I can't stand him.
Jazz is one of my favorites. He's actually one of the Transformers action figures that I do own. I was more of like what's the is it Beast Wars? Beast
Oh yeah.
that was
Well,
more
that hit probably right time as you
I
were
like
growing
it.
up.
Yeah,
yeah.
Beast Wars is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was my jam when I was a kid. It was cool to see it in the movie. That movie wasn't bad, you know. I know some of the like live action Transformer movies have kind of got like a bad rep, but some of them are okay.
I watched it. I couldn't tell you one thing that happened in it now, but I know I watched. I remember watching it.
Yeah,
I mean, a majority of Transformer movies, if you want to get technical, they're like propaganda films. Like they're not. I'm not a big fan of them.
and they just
I
last
do like Sam
so damn
Witwicky. I
long.
do, and I like explosions, so they work for me.
Yeah,
Transformers One works. Transformers Two works. I don't really like any of the other sequels, but they are fully associated propaganda movies for like the U.S. Army. So like, I don't really care for them at all.
yeah. Okay,
I
okay.
remember being so excited about GoBots because a friend in school was Japanese and would like go back on his vacations and stuff and spring break, and he would bring GoBots back before Transformers hit here. And then when Transformers hit, I was like, "There's just a ripoff," and and then the GoBots cartoon hit and kind of sucked ass. But you
Yeah,
know, Transformers took off and took the gold. But oh man, that Psycho figure was so freaking cool when I was a kid.
yeah. Transformers is. I mean, it's a franchise that ain't going nowhere. So
Mm-mm.
it ain't going nowhere. There was something I was gonna say about it, but I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. Uh, so yeah, what was some other stuff that has been going on in my absence? There's a lot of news that's been taking place. Have y'all been watching X-Men '97?
Oh man, yeah, I
X Men
didn't.
'97
I have.
slaps.
I guess they put out a new episode Wednesday, didn't they? I didn't catch that one yet, but I caught the last one and nearly, had an emotional breakdown. And my wife was like, "Why are you crying over a cartoon?" Because she came in like at the end after work, and I was like, "You just don't understand, okay?"
Man, hey, X-Men '97 is doing the dang thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and I don't want to be. I want to be spoiler free. So
Mhm. Please, because I still got to watch this last
yeah.
one.
But yeah, it's it's uh it's hitting on all the right notes. The whole show is hitting on all the right notes. It's got that nostalgia element to it, but they're doing it in a way to where it's like it still feels current. It feels up to
Mhm.
date, but you still feel like you're a kid again. Um, there's just
And
so much dynamic into it, and they're following stuff that came right out the comics.
and you
Are
you
they?
couldn't jump to this part in the story so good and so well in a new series. You can only do that because you can build off of what they already did.
Yeah,
Lots of people like, well, why don't they just make a new X-Men? You couldn't get here. You would have to retell all those beginnings. You would have to go
And
through
they've
the
done
Phoenix
that
Saga,
already. They've
all
done
that
that with
stuff all
Wolverine and the
over
X
again,
Men. Yeah, they've done that with X Men
again and
Evolution.
again and
yeah.
again. This lets us
I did
jump
like X Men Evolution.
further up.
Though. I like
I
anything
think,
X Men usually.
I've enjoyed
yeah,
them all in one way or
Yeah,
another, but getting to
yeah.
see aspects of the newer stuff and recent stuff, like getting to see them all dressed up in all their fancy clothes and stuff, like the X-Men galas and stuff that they're doing now that
yeah.
we didn't
They're
have back
killing
in
it.
the day.
They're killing it.
It's
That
awesome.
show
I
is
love it.
that show is good, man. And I'm excited just to see what they keep bringing in. Like I forgot how cool at one point I can remember thinking how cool Gladiator was, and this is you was already in the preview, Fish. So if this is a spoiler for you, I apologize. He is in the next episode, but how just cool of a character he looks. You know what I mean? And then like to see him, it just took me back. Like, oh shit, okay, yes. He's like not a character that you forgot about, but like I kind of forgot about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, um,
I mean, a lot of
it's
people
just hitting
did.
on all.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
I think for me, like X Men Seven, for me, it's not your kids X Men. Like
no,
X Men show is script by script like comic books, but it's very in its own time. That's why I
Yeah,
think a lot
and
of
it's kind of
Gen Zers,
nerfed because it's on Saturday morning
yeah, a
cartoons
lot of
and
Gen
stuff.
Zers and a
This
lot of
is
Gen
not.
Alphas can't get into the show because this show is strictly written for 30 to
You had
40
to be
year
there.
olds. It's written for us.
You had to be there. You had
Yeah,
you had to
you
be
had to
there.
be there. Yeah, so
You
this
had to be
show's
there.
really written for us. And like how Tony said, it's nostalgic, but it's so current in our time, it's not even funny. Just the way how episode 5 and 6 pans out, you can see elements of today's society, today's headlines,
Yeah.
today's current environment represented in the show, which I find incredibly fascinating. Body is way more adult in this show. It's a very
Oh
adult,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
atmospheric
for
show.
sure.
Oh yeah,
For
So
sure.
um,
Yeah.
that's what I'm loving about
and
it. And it's
I
fantastic.
I think we can all attest as comic book fans out of just everything, it's just so nice to
Hmm.
see the X-Men back in
and
something
see them
that's
doing their
the
thing and doing
shit.
it right.
Yeah. We've had
It's
this
refreshing.
long drawl of, we still wouldn't watch them because we love the X-Men, but you got this whole generation that's like, X-Men, what? Who are they? They're Avenger kids. But like if you're in 90s or earlier, you're X-Men kids. Like
Yeah,
X-Men was the superhero team. It
the
wasn't,
Avengers were the old dudes nobody cares about anymore.
yeah.
The X Men were the badasses.
X-Men with a badass. So it's like finally you're at a point where it's like, hell yeah, bring on the X-Men. They're doing them right. They're doing them in all their glory. Episode 1, bro, and I know the way that they did Cyclops, man, it was just so beautiful to see. Like to see my man finally get his chips and dip.
Mhm.
And
They gave
it
him
was
his
so
flowers.
badass.
His flowers
It
were
was so
earned.
badass, bro.
I'm gonna be using the chips and dip. I'm gonna be taking that.
They
Magic
gave that man
Sarah,
his
she's
chips
Omega
and dip.
level. Magic girl. She's Omega level mutant.
Yeah.
The thing that I really like about it, because I've been going back and rewatching the old show just to like fill in between, and catch up with stuff. And I remember it. Y'all may not remember it because you're younger. And like, when you were seeing it, it was really cool. To me, when I was watching the first series, is like I'm getting to see all the cool stuff from the comics, but it all kind of had a Captain Planet vibe because it was
Yeah.
very safe and the edges were all
Right.
rounded off because it was on television, just like the
You
old
was like a grown
Spider-Man
man
show.
when
He
it came
couldn't
out, right?
punch anybody. Like, yeah, I mean, by 97, like I was married and like we were foster parents and stuff by
That's
then.
what I'm saying. Like you was a whole adult.
Yeah. But I'm loving it now because they don't have to worry about the network standard stuff for
Right.
keeping it educational and not making it violent and stuff. Like they can just do what they need to do and people can die
And that's
trying to
what,
save
yeah.
lives and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this so good. It's got the nostalgia, but it's also like it's got the reins released and it can be awesome without
Mhm.
having a nanny yelling over your wagging her finger that it's not good
And
enough.
just all the little cameos and all the little things in the background,
Nuggets.
all the little callbacks,
Sweet
and
nuggets.
just every little
Mhm.
little aspect and nuggets that they're giving us like throughout the show has just been so dope. I think about that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like pointing at the TV because it's like
Yeah.
that's literally what you're doing. Like the whole time you're watching it, you're like, "Hey, wait, what was that? What was that?" So
Oh, wait a minute. I missed one of her comments. Sorry.
I'm excited to see now. I have a feeling that they're going to tie this into the MCU somehow.
They already have though, Tony.
I know. Well, I know they. I mean,
I mean, the Marvels, you see her go to a different dimension, and you see the 1997 Beast. Like
that's true.
Beast has
That's
already
true.
been introduced in the MCU. So, and he's
Yeah,
97. He's
They
not.
just got to handle this.
Yeah, it's
They
not
got
the
to handle that
current.
live action right.
Yeah, it's not the current version of like
Yeah.
the 20th Century Fox X. It is Beast from 1997.
Right. They gotta handle that live action right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still skeptical about this Fantastic Four, man. I'm hoping it's good.
Not anymore. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I want to
Yeah,
see
we
it,
didn't
man.
talk
I want to see
about
it.
that because we were off last. They've cast Silver Surfer. Fantastic Four has already been written. It's brilliant. Has a screenplay. I already have my theories. I already know what's about to go down up in this film. So I'm ready. Like, it's not even set in the current MCU, which I'm stoked for. It's going to be its own thing. So
yeah, it's exciting, man. It's exciting to see. It's exciting to see the teams and the stuff that were so popular who have taken a back seat to now be up at the forefront and hopefully done right. It's like I said, seeing the X-Men doing their damn thing, and seeing so many people talk about X-Men has been the shit.
Yeah, Sarah.
I think
honestly,
a lot of us.
With Sarah's question, honestly, there's been a desire Bo DeMayo back to Marvel because he's writing every episode. Man, if they get Bo DeMayo to write a live action X-Men movie, the world would crumble.
Yeah. Yeah. In other comic book news, have you guys watched Invincible?
I mean, I watched it. There might be something new since I watched it last. Have they dropped like the last half of the?
Yes.
They split the second season up into two, right?
It's all out. The rest of the second season is out.
Okay, no, I haven't seen the new episodes then. But then I don't really get to watch a lot of TV. I watch the news mostly all day because I can listen or like really old cartoons.
Ryan, you watched it or no?
Mm-hmm. And it's been renewed for season 4 and 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So Invincible is going to be around for a while.
Yeah, I've been enjoying Invincible. They've
been doing that really well.
I mean, like really Amazon has been really crushing it with superhero genre in regards to The Boys, Invincible. They have been really killing it. They have now one of the best video adaptation shows ever made, which has been renewed for season 2 already. And it's only been out for a week, and it's one of the best video adaptations up there with The Last of Us. Like, it's hand in hand. So really, really murdering it right now at Amazon.
Yeah. That's another so with the new show that you're talking about, I never played any of those games.
If you don't know about Fallout is an industrial RPG that's been around for a hot minute. Their biggest one now, Fallout 4. I'm personally a Fallout New Vegas person. That's my favorite Fallout of all time. But it's made by Bethesda, made by the same people who made Skyrim. But with Fallout, if you never played the games, you totally get into the show. Episode alone is damn near just basically a movie. It's 2 hours long. It introduces all 3 main characters that you're going to follow throughout the whole entire show. The show is absolutely, in my opinion, brilliant. It's absolutely incredible. And dare I say it, better than The Last of Us because it's that damn good. You don't need to play the games to understand this show, but the way they have everything set up, if you play the games, your ass is sentimental as fuck because you're like, I remember that. I remember this. I remember that. And it's like you want to go play Fallout like right after.
Yeah.
You know, that's why there's that's why there's
I might have played one.
Yeah.
When did number 1 come out?
Oh God, I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
It's been a minute. It's been a while back.
A long time. Fallout's been around for a long time. I think it's been around.
I will begrudgingly admit I didn't play them because I got job offers from Bethesda twice that fell through, and I was kind of like screwing their games for a while after that. So I didn't play Fallout when the first one came out, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to work,
But the show's been awesome.
If I ever worked for like a video game company, the games I would love to be on, honestly, are like Fallout, Halo, The Last of Us, like Naughty Dog's games, like Red Dead. I would love to do that. Yeah, that's the stuff that I would work on if I wanted to choose my own genre.
Skyrim. They need to do Skyrim. A new Elder Scrolls
needs to make a live action Skyrim. That's what.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls. A new Elder Scrolls needs to come out now. I need it. I love Skyrim. I will still play Skyrim to this day. I love Skyrim. It's a great game. But
Elder Scrolls needs to be made into a show.
That's what needs to be made into a
show. Elder Scrolls.
Shows and games and shows. The Witcher on Netflix. First of all, let me start with this. Witcher 3, one of the greatest games of all time. You're not going to tell me it's not. Love Witcher 3. An amazing game. A game that you can get lost in for hours upon hours upon hours. Love the game.
One of the best games ever made. CD Projekt.
I loved it. Season 1 of The Witcher was great. Season 2 was okay.
Season didn't redeem itself in the second half.
And now I'm just wondering, like, what's going on with the show? Because you're recasting and then you're just ending it on season 5, or what?
Yeah, they have made a decision to end at season 5. Best be lucky if they even get 20,000 people watching season 4. I think everybody knows The Witcher died when Cavill left. That's why they popped out that news so early, for people to know that he's not going to be Geralt of Rivia anymore. And quite as Cap, I do not like Liam Hemsworth whatsoever. I think he's the driest actor of all time. He should not even be an actor. He has no range whatsoever. Like zero range in anything I've ever seen.
I lost all interest when
absolutely
he left.
Awful. I feel bad for the supporting cast, because actually the supporting cast are stellar. They are stellar.
They are.
And I just feel bad for them. It's because you're missing Cavill. He is the pillar of what The Witcher was.
And he's a fan of
he's a fan. He took that show incredibly seriously, and it shows throughout that whole entire 3-season process. I just think, for me, I'm glad they made a decision, and a great decision, to end The Witcher at season 5. But honestly, I'm not even going to watch it, because I don't really care for Hemsworth. And you honestly cannot replace Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. You're losing the whole soul of the show. Like,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. You're just setting up for failure at this point. Because now I'm like, okay, so you're telling me now that you're ending in at 5, but you've switched the cast at 4. Not only just the cast, but like the main character who. So now it's like, I don't even care to watch the rest. I'm just gonna let my Witcher experience be in the game.
Yeah.
And let's just say for a second too, man. Henry Cavill, man, I can't wait for this dude to have this role where he can just stay in it and just be him and not get canceled out of it. He was a great Superman. He was a great Geralt. I'm hoping he's on this Warhammer project. I'm hoping it's like his like he
bread
really,
and butter. Not to mention, Henry Cavill plays Warhammer. He's a huge Warhammer fan. He's producing this show. So, I think for me, this might be the first time Cavill actually has incredible and long-standing success. Warner Brothers screwed him over with Superman completely. He got fucked over hard in that whole entire contract. He was absolutely screwed over at Warner Brothers. I hope he never works with Brothers ever again. And they screwed him over at Netflix. So
That's
really
what I
hope.
worry about right
I mean, I really hope he gets his flowers because he deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. So I'm excited about his new movie, the
there.
long
I agree with Tony. He's been
winded
great
gentleman.
at almost everything he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that they're going to keep offering him bigger and bigger things, and giving him like producer credits, all this stuff, I think is going to make him keep jumping from one thing to the next. And I hate that, because I want to see him really, really put some work into something and get to stay there and really.
Y'all know Marvel's gonna cast him. Marvel's gonna cast him in something. He's gonna be somebody.
Everybody's fan casting him as Scott Summers, but you got to remember that Henry Cavill's 40 now. He was 30 when he made Man of Steel. He was 30 at that point in time. That was supposed to be his key, that was supposed to be his moment, and they screwed him hardcore. So he's 40 now. I don't people still want him to be James Bond. Like, that nigga's old. Like, he's not in.
All right, now his 40 is a whole lot different than
But in Hollywood,
40 is shape.
Hollywood is considered, you're getting up there. You're getting up.
Man, Sean Connery was 70 years old, all wrinkly man boobs and stuff, and got these hot 20-something-year-old girls cast with him as his love interest. Cavill got a long time in movies.
Yeah.
He's got a lot longer shelf life.
Don't count it out. Cavill's making Highlander right now. He's fine. He's making Highlander right now. So once Highlander comes out, I think that's going to catapult fantasy films right back into the theater. Like, once he makes Highlander, I think people are going to start building every IP imaginable to put fantasy flicks back into the theater at that point. Trust me, you're going to see it.
I can see that.
Because come out for Highlander. Like, I am a Highlander fan. Everybody and their mom likes Highlander. They're going to go see that movie.
I'm cautiously optimistic because, we have seen in the past they can screw up Highlander. They can really screw the food if they want to. But, it can be so cool. And I really, really hope that they do a good job with it because I really would love it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's always exciting seeing all this new nerd stuff come out. We're living in a wonderful time where we get all this fun stuff.
We are.
It's fun to see what's going to be the next thing that hits the casuals and takes off. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in that time period where people just ain't hip to stuff, and then this, they bring it to light, and now everybody's hip to it. So it's exciting to see what the next thing is going to be, to where it hits off, it takes off, and then diehard fans are getting to experience that, and then new fans are getting to jump on board, and then things are getting the recognition that they deserve. Fun times. So next Friday, it's almost sounding like we might not have a show, guys. I don't know. I guess if I'm on here,
buddy. I don't think we
by
are.
myself doing my song and dance.
I'll be in Atlanta.
I'll be in Chicago.
I'll be dipping and doing in Atlanta.
Mine's just a Saturday show, but I might go there. I think I'll be going there Friday, maybe to set up. So I think we can go ahead and say now to the viewers, we probably
ain't gonna have none. Yeah. I'm gonna be trying to film some interviews and stuff with folks while I'm there too, because I'm not tabling, so I'm gonna have free time to walk around.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, and really, you know what? Hey,
to talk to a lot of creators.
We're making moves. We're making moves out here. So there could possibly in the future be some new things happening with 5-Star Fridays as far as times go, and
Yep.
Oh, you're going. I haven't given up on convincing Jeff. Trust me. Y'all need to be there so we can say, hey, get some pictures. That Jeff. Just Jeffing the thing up.
Fish, good luck on your nominations, brother.
Yes,
Thank you,
for
man.
sure. You're
I
sending
hope
all the good vibes. All the good vibes.
I hope you're getting invited out there. I hope you at least get one of the three.
Yeah.
You know what I
Get
mean?
some connections.
I'm not holding my breath, but man, if I can make some new friends and make some new connections, I'm gonna be freaking ecstatic. Getting to
Yeah.
meet all the other people that got nominated into these categories and stuff is what I'm really excited about. Getting to hang out at the after party and get to just hang out with other creators and stuff is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Um, it's gonna be a good experience either way, and you either now always have that badge on your books, win or
Mhm.
lose. So that's cool. Ryan, and I know the FSK team's already gonna kill it out at Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
pretty stoked. Yeah.
Do
Yeah, and after
my
that
thing
is
in Cincinnati.
DreamCon.
DreamCon, yeah, I'm going to DreamCon. That'll be a good one. That'll be
DreamCon.
fun. We got some traveling coming up. Austin, Texas.
Ooh, y'all
Texas.
coming down on my end of the country.
That's a draw.
Oh yeah, that's a drive there.
So
Y'all
yeah,
can
and
add a
then,
few hours and swing through Conway.
of course, we
What's
got
the hell?
Middletown Con,
Mhm.
which is coming up. Middletown Comic Expo, which
Yep.
uh,
Kim.
good news, bad news. One, my man Fish, he cannot make it. It was going to be a Fivestar Fridays reunion up in there.
Mhm.
He's got another con that he got rewarded a table. So business, hey, like we said, business is business. You got to do what you got to do. But he has been so grateful to work on the exclusive print for the con, and he is a sponsor for the con. So we are excited about that. We greatly appreciate you, Fish, for
Happy to
being
help
one of the
out, man.
sponsors and helping
I'm
out the
excited for
event.
you starting to this. I'm really excited to see where it goes this
Give
year, next year,
flowers
5
to
years from
Tony.
now.
Give all the flowers to Tony because he's the one who built and he's the architect. Yeah.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. It has, and now working with the city on a con's been a little different. Most cons aren't ran by the city, um, so there's different things we got to work around with to make sure that the city's, uh, you know, where it needs to be. Um, but all in all, I really have high hopes for this con. I think it's going to be uh, an amazing con, and I'm hoping that it's something 5 years, 10 years down the road, people are talking about Middletown, Comic Expo, and they're like, "Yo, this is the con. This is the con that you want to go to." So, year one, but it's exciting, man. Little moves. I just love seeing the people that I'm eating with, see the people that we're bonding, all of us making our moves, all of us doing things, and the hard work is starting to kind of pay off a little bit, and
Mhm.
just like this weekend, all three of us at different cons. Fish getting 3 awards, nominated for 3 awards. Me starting a con in my city, like it's just little things like that. It's like we've been in them trenches, and we're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Mhm.
So. But we wouldn't be here without the people that rock with us. So we want to thank all of y'all who continue to rock with us, not only here on Fivestar Fridays, but continue to rock with us with our art, continue to rock with us with our stories, continue just to be, supportive of us and what we do. We
Mhm.
love y'all for that. You heard Fish May 1st. He's got a Kickstarter starting.
Go check
So
it out.
go check it out. Jump on it. Fish does not he never disappoints.
Mm-mm.
So definitely jump in on that.
Lots of issues to call to pick up. Issue 3 and 4 are going to be the new hits. You can get the source book. You can get all the back issues of Mr. Fish comics and the add-ons. It's going to be epic.
Yep, it's gonna be epic. So y'all just stay tuned, man, and keep watching. Uh, Continue to be a 5-star version of yourself. Definitely check out our other shows on the Agents of Geekdom because we got new shows coming to you every day of the week almost. And I think that's about it.
Oh, debuting at Urban NerdCon. My first ever poster. My X-Men 97 poster will be there. Oh, scavenger hunt. Mike's X-Men 97 cover swaps will be there at Urban NerdCon as well.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Hey.
Should be a good time. And if you're X-Men fans,
that's gonna be
y'all
epic.
need to pick up.
It's going to be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a great time. So, like I said, keep rocking with us because it's only getting bigger from here. We're only going to keep doing more. We're only going to keep adding to it. Check out Agents of Geekdom because the network is popping. Shout out to Sarah, who's been writing with us today in the comments. She has a great show that's on Mondays. The Council of Geekdom is on Sundays. Rock with them. Our man Michael Watson is going live daily.
All the time.
So, check him out.
Four Tales podcast in the morning on Saturday. Love Four Tales. Watch it every week.
So, keep rocking with us. And I think we're going to catch y'all next week. Well, we're not going to catch y'all next week. We'll catch y'all next time. Fishy Fish, Macho Fish, brother, run the outro.
Oh, yeah, brother.